Hi there, and welcome to Quick Tips for Teaching. I'm your host, Jenna Camp, and today we're talking about school-wide numeracy. What is numeracy? I like to think of it as quantitative literacy or skill with numbers in mathematics. It's thinking in numbers or symbols to solve problems or express ideas. School-wide numeracy, however, is the ability to use those mathematical approaches to understand what numbers or symbols express and mean whenever we encounter them. We encounter mathematics, we encounter numbers and symbols in all sorts of disciplines outside of the math classroom. So just as school-wide literacy is the ability to use text-based approaches to understand what letters and words express or mean, numeracy allows us to use mathematical approaches in any discipline to better understand what we're reading or learning or studying or talking about. For example, when we're looking at school-wide numeracy, we're really addressing the Common Core state standards for mathematical practice in different disciplines. Let's take just two of these, for example, reasoning abstractly and quantitatively, and look at this, constructing viable arguments in writing. That's a math skill? Of course it is. This is all critical thinking. If we encountered a statement like this in a social science text or an English text, we could use numeracy to help our scholars really understand what the text means. Let's take a look at this example. Cotton production dropped by 3 million bales from 1861 to 1862. Numeracy skills. Number one, we're talking about 1 year, okay? Cotton production drops by 3 million bales. That's a lot, 3 million. But what's a bale? As a teacher, I can give some scholars some information and they can then make sense of this information by reasoning abstractly and quantitatively to better understand what really was happening. For example, a bale is 500 pounds. All right, so 3 million bales. You know what I could ask my scholars to do is to determine how many pounds of cotton was not produced between 1861 and 1862. That way I might have, as a scholar, a better understanding when I'm talking about pounds of cotton instead of bales of cotton. It's something I can better picture, and therefore I have an understanding of how this is a real, how that really affected the South. Apparently, this is during the Civil War, 1861. We can also just take a look at, all right, well, how much was a pound of cotton in 1861? Oh, it was 10 cents. Well, I could ask my scholars to calculate how much money was lost without this cotton production by 1862. So when 1 year of cotton production falling, how much of an economic impact did that make on the South? How much money was lost? And then I can ask them to construct a viable argument. I can ask them to explain the importance of this data on the South during the Civil War. And this is where school-wide numeracy really helps scholars understand the meaning of text and why these numbers express different ideas and can really help us better enrich our understanding no matter what class we're taking. For more quick tips, please check out jennacamp.com. Find me on Facebook or Instagram at JennaCamp Educational. And let's not forget, if you like podcasts, I have a new podcast. It's called Think or Thwim. And that's all about creative thinking and critical thinking. And you can find that on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or on my website at jennacamp.com. Thanks so much.